Hey guys, welcome to Maxi, the podcast hosted by Sarah and Sonia. We're here trying to have an open conversation about growing and living with CP. Good. The funny, the challenges, the achievements. Let's start building a better mindset together.
Yes, so in today's episode, we want to talk about traveling with CP, which is perfect timing since Sarah just got back from her trip from Mexico. And so first, Sarah's going to tell us all about her trip. We get the inside scoop, and then we're just going to talk about our other experiences with traveling and then how to make traveling enjoyable with CP. So do you want to tell us
Yes.
about your trip?
Yes, I do. So, it was okay. And
Okay, why not great?
so here's what happened. The first we got there, we had a great flight, we had a great trip to the resort. It was the Grand Fiesta Americana in Los
Fancy.
Cabos. It was so beautiful. We drove
Oh my
there,
God.
the bus picked us up to go from the airport to the resort, right? So we're
Mhm.
driving, we're just seeing all the beautiful views, and it's like rocky and
Oh.
hilly, and it's got palm trees and cactuses, and we're just so excited. Okay, just
Oh, that's
driving
so
there, right?
pretty.
And my fiance, my daughter, we're just giddy, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
get to our resort, and it's beautiful. Everyone is so accommodating, because they're
Oh,
paid to
yeah,
be
so
like
welcoming.
super nice, right?
Yeah.
So we get to our room, we settle in, we go to dinner, and it's out on this open restaurant, so you're in front of the ocean, and
What?
it's outdoors, so it's so beautiful, okay?
That's so cool.
And
What did you guys eat?
we had it was Asian type slash Mexican
Oh,
type
I'm so jealous.
kind of mix, and it was so delicious. We had um not pot stickers, but that type of pot. I forget what Guido, I think it's called.
What?
And we had Mexican inspired Asian food. And it was delicious. And we
Oh my God,
got
that sounds perfect.
5 things off the menu.
Might as well,
Cause,
because it's all inclusive, right?
right? And you just want to try everything. And it was delicious.
Yeah, because we don't get food like that here, so might as well
No.
take it all in.
Yeah, and so afterwards they had this open area fire pit that you could sit around, and they had singers there. They sing so beautifully, and
Oh,
we
live
just
music, Spanish music, yeah.
yes,
Oh,
and
Spanish
so
music's so pretty.
it is, and some of it was English too, and they did hits,
That's
they
cool.
sing it down. It was just beautiful,
Nice, so
and
variety.
yeah. And the baby loved it. She was wearing her
Mm.
dress and spinning around. She was
Oh, wait, that's so
loving it. It's
cute.
so
She's a
cute.
little dancer.
Yeah, and then so we were tired out. So about,
Mhm.
9:30, 10 o'clock, we went to our room. We were laying down. We fall asleep. And I hear gagging in the middle of the night. I'm like,
No.
oh no. And Addie threw up everywhere. And she got so sick.
Oh my God,
So
poor. Was it something she ate then, or
I
like?
think she got sick from her cousins who were,
Oh,
we were, which I'm not blaming them. Kids get sick, right? I mean,
right. Yeah, their immune system isn't the same.
I was praying, she wouldn't get sick, So
Mm-hmm.
she got a terrible flu.
Oh my
So,
God.
the rest of our trip, we were just trying to make the best of it at that point, and
Mm-hmm.
we took her to the beach, we took her to the pool, and
Fun.
it lasted maybe 2 or 3 hours. Excuse me. We got out of her, and then she got really, really irritable, and she like the second day we were there, we got some pool time. We came back to the hotel and in the room, and she was like so like ready to pass out. Right. So another
Oh
thing,
my
we
God,
ran out of baby Tylenol. So thank God she
that's
couldn't
good.
eat anything. She was throwing up
Oh my
bile.
God.
So the poor girl was super sick the
Right,
entire
bad
time.
stomach bug.
Yeah, the entire time we were there. So the poor thing. And then me and my fiance got sick about 3 days
Oh
before
my
we had
God,
to
this is just
leave.
like a sick fest.
Yes, and you know, we tried to like go to restaurants and we had
Mm-hmm.
to carry a puke bucket with us everywhere we went because
Just in case someone had to
yeah,
spew.
yeah. It was so I'll say this. The resort could not be more idyllic. It was wonderful. Everyone was so hospitable.
Ah, no,
But
Mexican service is so good.
yeah, and we tried to like get everything we could out of it, make
Mm-hmm.
it enjoyable as we could. But we didn't get to enjoy things we would if we were all sick or we were all healthy.
Right. That's so
So,
unfortunate. Like it couldn't have
yeah,
waited a week till once you got back.
I know. The only
Ugh,
good thing, I guess, was we got the sun. So at least we
that's
got
true.
some type of healing or vitamins from
Yeah,
the
get that
sun.
vitamin D, I guess.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad that the sun didn't make you more sick, at least. But
Yeah.
God, that's horrible.
So, yeah.
All
I
seven
mean,
days, everyone, people, you guys are sick.
yes. But my favorite thing, I would say, so it's the Pacific Ocean we were by, and we were right on
Mhm.
the seaside, right? And we could see in the morning, you could see the whales flipping around in the ocean.
That's
And
so
that was
cool.
so surreal and so cool to see.
Right,
In
like right
fact,
in front of you.
yeah, in fact, they had like tours you can go out like on the boat to see the whales. And that
Hmm.
was something we really wanted to do, but we could
Yeah.
not because yeah, they were just so sick at the time.
Yeah, and being on a
Me,
boat would only make her more sick.
right, and me and my fiance were like, well, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. And by the end of
Oh,
the week, it
tomorrow
was
never
not
happened.
happening. So,
Oh, that's so sad that you guys kept hoping day by day and it just passed by.
yeah, but I'll get into some of the challenges now. So,
Yeah.
this resort, it was all inclusive and stuff, very nice. It wasn't as big as some of those ones in Cancun, though. I know there's
Hmm.
some that are super huge, and you kind of gotta take a golf cart just to get anywhere. But
Right, because
this
it's so
one,
spread out.
right, but this one was super nice. Everything was so close together. And,
That's good.
the only thing was that they didn't have railings on the stairs. And all the stairs were
Oh.
like curvy. They weren't like straight stairs,
That makes it so hard. Curvy
That
stairs are cute, but they're not practical or like
yeah.
accessible.
And even like some older people had trouble with it, so I
Mm-hmm.
knew it was kind of gonna be an issue for me for sure. And
Yeah.
it was hard
So did you
going.
just hold on to like your fiance's hand then?
Yeah, and I could do it myself, but
Okay, that's good.
it took me like a long time. Especially just going down was so bad because
No, going
it's
down's horrible.
yeah. So it was curved like a crescent moon kind of, and it was a stairway,
Oh,
so it
interesting.
was very curvy. so my depth perception or whatever, my balance was like so off kilt trying to go down those stairs, right? And
Yeah, when it's curvy, ugh.
yes, but that was an issue, and also straws. Like, I'm a person that can't drink without a straw, you know? So I
Mhm.
usually take straws wherever I go, but so I forget. I'm not gonna lie, all the time I forget. And sometimes they were out of straws, and the straws they had were like biodegradable, and I cannot stand those straws. They
Right. No,
just
because there's
disintegrate in
wait, are
your
they like the
drink.
paper ones or?
Yeah, they weren't like they weren't like the paper ones that like disintegrate, but they were
Oh.
like what's that word?
Mm.
Compositable or something like that. And they just like if you were drinking coffee, they would like melt together, you know.
Oh God.
So, and that's another thing, getting coffee. You know I'm crazy about my coffee. I
Yeah, you
can't,
need you need
can't survive without my
it's your
coffee.
oxygen.
Yes. And it was really, they didn't have a accessible way to get coffee in the
Huh,
way
not even
that,
like at the breakfast like buffet?
no, I, like
Oh.
my fiance helped me the whole time with like the coffee stuff because they only had these little cups, you know, the little coffee cups. Cause
Uh-huh.
I think in Mexico, and I don't know, I'm sure they're big on coffee, but not like Americans who have the tall Starbucks cups, you know what I
Right,
mean?
no, it's just like the cute little like two
Yeah,
cups
cute
coffee
little
cup.
teacups. I could
Right,
probably
just a few
drink like
sips.
5 of them. Yeah. So that was another issue.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I'm trying to think. Um, and like some of the fancier restaurants, we only went to one, but it was kind of like I felt I had to rely on my fiance a bit more than I would at home, which is to say for any restaurant, right? So that
Oh,
was
with like
another,
cutting stuff
yeah,
and
cutting or moving the plate or like cutting
Mhm.
Eddie's food. You know, like normally I do it, but it takes me longer. So if we're
Right, and you
out,
don't do it like as like gracefully, right? And
right,
so like in
right,
a fancy restaurant, it's not
it's a
like
hack
proper.
job.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I would say that you can ask me whatever you want, but that's kind of what I wanted to tell you
No, I
about the
mean I'm so
challenges.
sad to hear that you couldn't enjoy it fully, but I mean at least you had some highlights, I guess, to it.
Yeah, and I mean, I keep saying this because everyone is like so upset for me, and I get it, but that's just life, right? At
No,
least I got it
that's
out of the way.
normal. It's out of your
it,
control, so why
yeah,
like
it's out of my
regret it?
control.
There's go
It
You can go
happened.
traveling, go back another time. Life
Yes.
happens, unfortunately.
Yeah. And
You just gotta
so
roll with
yeah.
the punches. So do you want to talk about like your other like trips or
Other trips, yeah.
traveling experiences? Yeah, and I can talk about mine too.
So I don't go on a lot of trips. And the
Mm-hmm.
only reason I really go on these nice vacations because my fiance, he takes us. So the other
Oh.
one we went to is Cancun, and that was about a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she just turned 2, I think. And
Okay.
again, it was very nice, but it was more not industrial, but it was like much bigger, much more disabled friendly, like with the
Really?
railings. And yeah, so they had railings, they had like ramps, they had, everything you could need to walk or get around the resort. They would
I'm
help
so
you, you know.
glad. I'm surprised that, okay, it varies by city to city, but I'm glad that was way more accessible.
Yeah, and also I think maybe it's because it was bigger and it was
Hmm.
more for a family, so it's
That's
considered a
true.
family resort. So I'm sure they like made sure to include certain things for the family,
Yeah.
to make a better experience, you know. And the same thing with the coffee and stuff, and I just needed help with that, and like
Right.
oh, buffets. That's another big thing,
I
typical
can't
on
stand
these.
buffets.
Yeah, it's, and I feel so bad. Like,
Me
hey, can
too.
you go? Can I have some more?
Right, like, can you please
Like
go give
Tiny
me
Tim.
this?
Some
Thank
more,
you. I can
please.
come escort you so you don't have to go alone, but I need you to
Yeah,
carry my plate
I know.
and put it
And
on the plate.
I know we say this all the time, and they enjoy doing it for us, and they have no problem, but we still feel bad, you know.
Right. Yeah, it's like you know that, but it's like, yeah, you just can't help. I feel like I don't know if that's something that ever truly goes away.
Goes
Like
away.
I
Yeah.
become accepting to the help, but I still feel guilty about taking it or
Yeah.
that I'm
And,
gonna cause like a burden, even though obviously it's not a burden. I love how
yeah.
like helpful your fiance is. That's just so cute to me.
He is. Sometimes I think he just wants to get it done, though.
He's
It's
like,
like, oh
okay,
my
come on,
god,
like yeah, we
let's
need to
go.
make this go fast.
But no,
That's
he
how
is
my brother is. Like
wonderful.
he helps me a lot, but I know it sometimes he's like just wants to be done with it. So he's
Yeah.
like, let me just do it.
And I think that's only natural, and I get it. Totally fine, right?
But I get how sometimes, yeah, even though they care and they want to help, I could get how sometimes it can be a little frustrating. And they're like, okay, let's just get this done.
Yeah. All right. Let's go, Tut. I got things to do today.
Right, they're like,
um,
come on. Do
and
you
the
have any
other,
other ones? Sorry, what?
well, the other, like in Cancun, they had a children's like kiddie pool section,
Oh,
kind of like,
nice.
you know, the little kiddie pools at like the, like a Deep River Water Park or something like that. They have a
Hmm.
little kid section for like toddlers.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like
And,
small and
yeah,
shallow.
smaller. Yeah, and so that was super nice for us to play with Addie. This
Yeah.
place only had like pools. The place in Los Cabos only had pools. And
Oh,
so we had to hold her, you know,
right, because it's
and
deep.
right, and so this time about we didn't go that much to the pool per se,
Hmm.
but when we were in Cancun, we were at the children's place like half the time, and she
Oh,
loved
I'm sure
it,
she
and
loved that.
it was
Yeah.
easier to, you know, take care of her in a way with
Hmm.
like it being so shallow, with her being cut off from everything else. So that's
Right,
another
yeah, how it's
thing.
like separated. There's also
Yeah.
other kids there.
Mm.
I feel like Cabo is more like the partying, nightlife, grown
Oh
up. But
yeah,
yeah, so
I would say my resort was mainly for like maybe romantic getaways or like for like older people who just wanted to chill out and drink
yeah.
on the beach, drink in
Oh,
the
I'm
pool.
sure. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure that was very popular.
But it was so beautiful, and I would go again in a heartbeat. I loved
Oh,
it.
you
I
should
loved
plan
how small
another
it was.
time back.
Yeah.
When and hopefully no one gets sick.
No kidding. I'm still sick, by the way, everyone.
You're so strong for doing this
Oh
and
no.
doing it all with a smile.
Oh, I love
Hopefully
this.
this
I
week
missed
you're
it.
better. What?
I miss this, to be honest. I really
No,
did.
me too. It just I love doing it so much. I look forward to it
Yeah.
every week for
But
sure.
I've been talking for 20 minutes straight. It's your turn. I want to
No,
hear
I
about
love
your
hearing
trips.
you talk, but okay. Yeah, so I actually have gone on a lot of trips, so I won't talk about all of them. I'll just talk, I guess, about the more recent ones or like
Okay.
my favorite ones or like the ones that presented like the most challenges. So I'll first talk about Vietnam because that was like the one I went on to the most recently, and I really, really, really love Vietnam. And so we went there for 10 days and we started off in Hanoi, which is in the north, and that was like a lot of historical stuff with like the temples, Buddhism, Confucianism. I don't know. I hope I'm saying that right. And then
You should. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember learning that in history class. And then we went to um the central part, like Da Nang and stuff, and Halong, and that was really nice. We went to like it's like really cool. It was this thing called Sun World, which is it had like a combination of like architecture from like various like London, French, Italian, some Disney vibes, and at the same time it's like an amusement park too. And then with like a bunch of pretty sights, they had like a garden of love too. So that was so cute,
Oh.
like where couples could take like cutesy pictures with like the flowers and the heart. It was so
Oh,
cute.
cute.
And then um Halong Bay, which was really nice, like the water, the mountains, like oh, so picturesque, but I had a couple problems there because there's like caves, like so it was like a 1 day cruise and then which was nice. And then, but like you got to like go like explore these caves, but like it was really hard because you had to like bend. There wasn't really anything to hold on. Like there were like
Mm.
rocks everywhere that you had to climb and like maneuver over, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like I literally love that so much. And then we went to lastly we went to the south, which was Saigon, and again like the Coochie tunnels, which is what the Viet Cong used. So that was really cool to see, and that was really really hard to maneuver. I couldn't do all of them because those were like really like narrow and really like what's very like short. Like it wasn't like
Yeah.
tall because that was like the whole point because it's meant they were meant to be like slick. But like that was so hard because I can't like crouch that well. But I mean it was still like very like vibey, I would say. I still really
Did
enjoyed.
anyone help you through the tunnels, or did you they offer any assistance, or did your family help you or anything like that?
So like the ones in Halong Bay, like there were like
Mm.
these like guides or like the people like on the cruise, like the workers, and the sweet guy, yeah, he like kind of held on to me and helped
Oh,
me, so that was so
I
nice.
love that.
And then like the one in Saigon, the Coochie tunnels, that you can't, it's so narrow, you can't
Hmm.
go side by side. So on that, like I was kind of on my own, but like since that was you couldn't really fall, it was just harder for me to move because it was so narrow, so it would be kind of hard to fall. But yeah, nobody could help you there since you can't
Okay.
like do you get what I mean?
I know what you mean, but I would be in the back, just holding on to your shirt, being like,
Oh my
okay.
God, that would be so sweet of you. You would probably I think you would do better at the tunnels than
uh,
how I did.
Probably not, but we would
I
help
think so
each
because yeah, I
other.
think your balance is better than mine, right?
Who's to say?
Yeah, I
You
guess
know.
we'll never know. And then what other ones did I have? I've had so many. Oh, and then like, cause I can talk about one summer I went to London, India,
Mm.
and Thailand. That was really fire. That was like a 3 week trip, and that was
Oh,
super fun.
can I ask one question before I
Yeah,
won't
yeah,
cut
yeah.
you off? So, London, India, and Thailand, was that like one trip?
Yes,
So,
yeah.
okay,
First we went to
okay.
London, then we went to India, and then we went to Thailand.
Oh my god, you've been so you've been so many places. I'm
I
so
know, I'm
jealous.
really, really fortunate because I really love traveling so much. It's low key like my whole life motive.
And that I wonder if you can make a like somewhat of a career out of some type of travel with
Wouldn't that
whatever
be
you're doing.
awesome? Oh my
It
God,
would
that would be
be.
my dream
I'm
career.
I really feel like you should be passionate about what you're doing, and it has to
Mm-hmm.
involve something you enjoy, right?
Right. I get like money is a priority, but at the same time, it's you're not that money won't bring the happiness if you're going to like
Right.
say like an 8 to 5 miserable with what you're doing.
And figure out what your means are. Do you really need to be rich, or do you want to be happy and pretty
Right. I guess
comfortable?
for some
You
people,
know?
money is very important. Like I know my brother, he's like, "Oh, I need millions and millions of dollars." And for me,
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want enough to live comfortably
Yeah.
but would rather like have the right people around me and just have enough money to travel maybe like twice a year, which I know is a
Yeah.
lot.
Just being realistic as part of life and figuring out what you want to do with your life.
Right. Yeah, I feel like
Sorry,
it's
I
so
kind
hard to know what
of,
you want to do with your life. Like I know like what I like my goals, but like figuring out like how to get there and like I kind of know what career I want, but like it's just
yeah,
I feel like everyone has like it's so hard to navigate through. I feel like you're
it
always like
is.
even if you're 40 years old, you're still figuring out stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and it takes life experience also to figure out where you want to be. So that I mean, you know, it's a struggle, I guess, trying to learn
No,
and
I
grow.
agree. Yeah. Like I mean the more you go through life, the more you learn, the experiences shape who you are and then you can know better for the future. And then
Yeah,
obviously life just throws stuff at you, so you just gotta
right.
it's like that's life, like how you were saying earlier.
Yes, you got dodge the wrenches when you can. I
Right. You get
I took us off topic though. I'm sorry. Continue
No,
with
it's
your
okay. I
turn.
think that was a good topic
Okay.
that needed to be talked about. I mean, like it's very
Yeah.
valid. I actually like that talking about that. Okay, I was
So
talking
you went
about
to
okay.
London and there was lots of walking you put, and
Oh
can
yeah.
you
Okay, yeah,
get
lots
into
of
that?
walking.
Yeah.
So basically because we did like we did like a huge like literally a day city tour. Like I'm not kidding. Like it was like 7 hours. And yeah, there was like some driving, but it was mainly walking. But
Okay.
I so I can walk decently, but like towards the end and some of like the terrain it wasn't flat. I feel like if it was flatter, I would have been easier, but like when it's like inclined or like rocky or like, it it exhausts my legs more. And I feel like everybody like was like low key like unaffected towards like the middle end of day. And I was enjoying it, don't get me wrong, but like it I could feel myself like my legs like starting to like give out or like spasm a bit, so that kind of made it
Yeah.
hard to walk. But I really loved like the things that we saw. Like there was this thing called Windsor's Castle, which showed like their trophies, the stuff that they
Yeah.
got from other countries, the stuff that they low key stole from other countries, and they put it on display. So I was like, okay, they're
Yeah.
openly putting it, but like go off. But it was really cool to see all that. And there were like benches like in some of the rooms, and I had never been more glad to see a bench, even if it was just
Yeah.
sitting for like 10 seconds before we went to the next room while like the guide explained stuff. I was like, it was literally like 20 seconds to sit before we moved next, and I was like so glad. But it was actually really cool seeing that stuff. And then later, like the guide told us that like the flag was raised, which I did see, and that
Mhm.
means like at the time the queen was alive, not to be like morbid, but
Right.
like yeah, he was alive then, and so that meant that the queen was in the building, and obviously I didn't get to meet her. She's not like, come meet us, but like to think that I was in the same proximity as her, I think
That's
that
cool.
was um pretty fire. And
Mhm.
Then we did like so many cool stuff. Then we went to this thing called Westminster's Abbey, which was like I don't know what there's like a like I think what's the word? Cemetery. It's like I don't know, they had like a bunch of like from like famous people like where they were like buried like Isaac Newton and stuff. And you just got to like walk like all over the graves. Like you could jump, hop, touch them. Like it was like crazy how like they were so open to like I don't know, like all these famous people you could literally like that was just really surreal to me. I
Yeah,
was
that is
surprised by that.
crazy.
And then we went to Harry Potter World, which was
Oh,
like, or not Harry Potter, Warner Bros. Studio, which is like where they literally
right.
filmed like Harry Potter. Like we got to see like the sets that they actually use, the outfits, got to like see like the Gryffindor common room, the Slytherin common room. We got like the inside scoops of how they did like some of the facts, like how, and so it was like really cool to see how like and like with the brooms, like how they would play like Quidditch and like play on the brooms. I got to see like, oh, it's really just green screen. You're literally on a stationary broom, and I got to do it. Like I got to fly a broom, which is basically you're just sitting on the broom
Oh,
and you like move and do like poses to make it seem like you're actually flying. So that was like real, and it kind of felt like I was flying because like you were like in circles or like by like the background of the seeing yourself fly, so it like low key kind of felt real, but that was I loved that.
so I want everyone to know I'm so jealous. I am a humongous Harry Potter fan. Here's all my
Yes,
stuff.
as you should be. Oh my God, I think your next trip should be London.
Yes. Maybe when Essie's a little bit older so she can
She's
remember
young.
everything. But yes, I'm so jealous. Oh my god.
Right, because it would be such a long flight for her and she wouldn't remember it. And I feel like
Right,
if she's a little bit older, she would be able to appreciate it more. So
right.
I think when she's a little older, you guys have to go. I'm
Oh
not
my
kidding.
god, yes.
The food there, oh, so good. I just love the city life. There's so
I'm
much to
crying.
do. It's so happening. And then British accents are hot. So that's a
Oh my
bonus.
god. Yeah, so I heard this guy on their trip, he was talking to his son, and I go, I love your accent.
And he's
And he
probably like,
was,
ugh, I've heard that 100
I
times.
know,
But to you, it's
he,
like,
li-
ooh.
he literally responded just like that, like, yeah, oh, thank you.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah,
it's like how a celebrity gets told, "Oh, I love you," and that's like how he is with his accent. It's like, oh,
yeah, he's
okay.
like, oh, yeah, great.
But then to us,
Yeah,
it's like, ooh, because we're like used to like boring American accents.
yes.
No,
Um,
literally, I was like, oh, I need a London boy.
yes, for sure. I love that accent. Yeah.
I would.
Oh,
I definitely intend to go back. Maybe, hopefully, live there. But
yeah, I'll visit you often.
yeah, there. That's your motive to come there. You can
Yes.
always visit. Always a place for you.
I wanted to ask though, so your London trip had a lot of walking, it was like strenuous and you got wore out kind of faster than like your able-bodied patron that were with you. Did that like take away from what you were seeing, or did it you kinda dealt with it in your own way and still enjoyed it? Or do you think if you had like, I don't know, maybe a scooter or something, would it be more enjoyable, or what do you think?
I would say I still enjoyed it, but like our guide talked about, so we would just be like standing at some points. And I feel like
Mhm.
even like at the pretty points, like I enjoyed it, but sometimes I was like I was just felt like my legs like I needed to sit or something. So it's like I kind of just wanted to go faster, but at the same time I did enjoy it, but I guess like I didn't enjoy it as much as potentially like if I my legs weren't tired.
Right.
In regards to like a scooter or something, at that time I was like really insecure. And so I feel
Mhm.
like that would have caused more trouble because I would keep thinking, how do people perceive me? Obviously, they see I walk differently, but I don't know. Like, I mean, now I don't care. I think that's great. But like, yeah, that time I think I just, and it's kind of, like, it's, I mean, London is a pretty accessible place, but I feel like
Mhm.
it would have been harder with the things that we did because it wasn't like just walkways. You know what I mean? so it would have
Yeah,
definitely
you were
presented a
going
challenge.
up and down different terrain. It wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
be easy to like hop
Right.
on there and go, right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
like
that.
I'm sure if like I was in a wheelchair, we would have found a way, but it just would have presented a bit more of a challenge. So, I mean, overall, I'm like was happy to walk it, but yeah, I'm glad I was able to push through though, and I did want to because I didn't want to have to cut it earlier because I did want to see everything and I didn't want to obviously ruin it for everyone else. I would have felt awful if I had to be like, okay, I'm done. So I
Yeah,
kind of just powered through.
uh, sometimes I feel like I power through much more than other people just because I don't want to upset the group in a whole. You know what I mean?
No, I
Sometimes
get
they
that because
just, yeah.
no, I really get that because it's like obviously you have challenges that they don't like, and sometimes
Hmm.
people don't realize that. And it's like even if they do, it's like you just don't want to stop them from like having fun or like that's like yeah, that's like kind of how I felt too. It's like so you kind of just push through and act like everything's good.
Right. What about Thailand? You put issued boarding the boat. Where'd
Oh,
you go? Or, you know,
okay. So
tell
I
me
went to
about.
Bangkok for or no, I went to Phuket first, which was really nice.
What was
We
it?
rode like a
What
tuk-tuk,
was
which
it,
is
Sonia?
what?
I didn't hear the first place you went to. What was
Oh, I
it?
went to in Thailand I went to Phuket, which is really
Phuket.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super cool. We like rode like a tuk-tuk, which is like I don't know how to explain. It's like an open like vehicle that kind of smaller. Obviously it has like wheels. I don't know. It's nice
So,
open air. I
like
love it.
a golf cart almost? Something
Kind
like.
of, yeah. Kind
Okay.
of. It's really, but they were low key hard to like get on. So like sometimes I would
Mm-hmm.
need help because these were like it would be like a really steep step or like a steep step and then like one more inside. So that was a bit challenging. But they're fun and we got like foot massages for like so cheap, full body massages for so cheap. Like the night markets were really fun. Like all the little like trinkets and stuff and like all the cultural things were super cool, but yeah, I really like that. We got to ride elephants and that was kind of hard for me to get on the elephant, but once I was
Mm-hmm.
on, it was pretty good. They kind of walk unevenly. I guess that's how it would feel like if someone was riding me, like if that was
Yeah.
possible. But yeah,
Right.
like that. So it was a
Yeah.
little bumpy, but it was really cool. Yeah, I really, and then like with the whole boat thing, yeah. So we did like this excursion where we went to three different islands that are like small, cool, cute, pretty. But like there was this really weird, no, not weird, but not very accessible boat. Like the way it was is like there was this blue like pathway or something like that was in the water and so it was like very rocky and like the blue thing itself was not very even and there was no like railing or whatever
Yeah.
and so I was like a penguin flopping back and forth trying to
Eh,
keep my balance. It
so
was so bad.
it was like almost a pier
Yeah,
without
oh,
railing,
that's a good way to
right?
put it. Yes, almost. It was, and that was not it. It doesn't stop there. Then there
Yeah.
are like steps that were very steep, no hand railing again. And then when you actually step into the boat, you don't step into the boat. You step onto the bench. And so you have to step down because if you wanted to sit right there, I could have just
Uh-huh.
sat, but I'm like, I'm not about to sit where everyone's feet were is putting, so I had
Mhm.
to step down so I could sit somewhere else. And because we went to three different islands, I had to do that like five other times. I'm like, bro, doing that once, I'm like, that tired me out for the whole day. Like, I feel like getting on that boat was more tiring than the whole London thing. I'm not kidding. I've never seen boarding a boat like this. It was an extreme process. It
I'm
was like a
not
5 minute
laughing.
process. I'm not even kidding.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because
It's
I've
okay
been
if you are.
I've
I'm
been
sure
doing
other
this.
people were too.
No, I've been doing the same thing. No, I get it. I get it completely.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a very interesting experience. I was like, "Oop." And then on one of the islands there were like jet skis. And I never rode a jet ski, so I was like very excited, but I was also low-key sad because I couldn't drive it because you needed to have a license, like a real license, which obviously I don't
Oh,
have. I don't
how
know
old were
why.
you?
Well, I
How
was
old were you?
17, I think. But like,
Okay.
which I feel like is stupid. There's no like traffic lights, there's no like other jets. Like I was like, bro, why do you and whatever. And so then I rode I think it was with my dad, and it was really nice at the beginning. I told him to like do figure eights, spell out words and whatever. And then I he picked up like when like was like speeding, 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 and I felt it pick up speed. And like when you like feel yourself like slipping off, I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, how do I save this? I would try like clinging on tighter to him, but I knew it was like a lost cause because I'm pretty much only holding on with one hand. I don't know how people are on a jet ski without holding on to the person in front of them. I'm like, bro, I'm holding on with one hand. It's not enough. I guess I just have better like body balance or whatever. And so he was doing like a figure eight or something, and I flopped right into the ocean, and that was so bad. So I like had to like doggy paddle back against going the opposite way of like the current.
Did it
And
hurt?
I already had trouble getting on the jet ski when it was like in stable water. And I was like grappling for my life to get back onto that thing. And that didn't happen only once. We go for a bit. I was so embarrassed because like the other people there, like, because it wasn't a private tour. And then also like my
Uh,
family was there too. They all saw me fall. I'm like, oh, okay, it's just once. I can just be like, oops, accident. It wasn't holding on properly. Whatever, play it off. But then, literally 5 minutes later, we're going. I get like slingshotted off. Like, I fly so far. My dad doesn't even see it for a bit, and he's going further away and away. And I'm like, hold on. Oh, God. I'm like, hold on, bro. Don't leave me stand in this big ass ocean. And he finally circles back once he realizes, and everyone's like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, oh, are you gonna be okay?" I'm like, I just fell into the ocean. Like, okay, yeah, it was kind of scary, and I'm like gasping for air against the current, but I felt so embarrassed because then they're like, okay, you shouldn't ride it anymore, which was maybe for the
Aw,
better, but I just was like,
what? I mean, couldn't they go slower? I mean, come
no,
on,
he
you
was
could
going
go.
like so fast. I'm like, you could go slower and it would still be
Yeah.
enjoyable. Like you don't have to go like painfully slow. You could still go fast. Like he was like gunning it. Like you could see like the white like foam. It was like a mountain. Everyone
I,
else's like was like a hill, but ours was like a mountain. So he was just going like as fast as that thing could probably go.
what makes it even funnier is that
It
it
was
was
what?
your dad. It was your own mom.
Right. That makes it funnier. I'm like, bro, he should know. Like, chill out. Like, I don't know. I guess he just was on like a speed train, speed jet ski. He took jet ski quite literally.
Maybe he shouldn't have been the one driving it. Maybe you should have been driving
Right.
it.
Like, what is that license showing that he's a
Yeah.
speed demon? Like, I think I could have definitely done a better job, and I wouldn't have
Yeah.
fallen off because you'd be holding onto the steering wheel
Right.
all under your control. I was like,
Uh,
I've not gone on a jet ski since then. I'm low key like, it's more the embarrassment like of falling off because I know nobody
yeah.
really falls off a jet ski. Like my friends was like, oh, we should go to the ocean. And my mom has a jet ski. I'm like,
I'll take a bath. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
no, thank you. We can go like walk around somewhere.
yeah. I'm scared too. Like I'm sure I'd be able to drive it
You would, yeah, because you drive.
theoretically, but I can't swim in the water. I know that's I
But
love
you
the
have a
beach,
life
but
jacket.
oh okay, still
Oh
not.
my God, I would have drowned it if there was not a life jacket. No,
I
everybody has to have one. It's legally like they
oh
enforce it.
yeah,
You
I
can be the
still
strongest swimmer
know.
ever, but they make you if they're like if you're getting on the jet ski, you need a life jacket.
Yeah. So now I am so afraid of open water. I wish I
No,
wasn't because
same.
yeah.
Open,
But
deep water. Ugh, it's like I feel like you could just drown in the abyss.
like what the fuck is down there? Do we even know? No.
No, we don't. We need to do deep underwater exploration. Like, what are we?
Yeah.
Why are we not? There's so many like creatures down there. They talk about aliens in space. What about them in water?
I know. And I think like have you ever been on a boat with like an open bottom or anything like
With
that?
a
Where
what?
you open bottom? Don't they have like
Oh, where
boats
you can
like
like
you
see below.
yeah.
Oh my God, I went on a submarine like that. Like, so we went pretty
Oh,
deep.
how was it? That sounds so fun.
It was so fun actually. You got to see like all like the fishes and
Oh, that's
stuff.
so cool.
And like because we went really deep. So I actually I've been on a submarine twice. I really recommend that.
Oh, cool. What instance like was that? Was it like a field trip or how'd you find
It
out
was
about
on a
that?
cruise in the Caribbean. I think it was
Oh,
Barbados
cool. Okay.
specifically we went. And I can't remember the second time. I think it was another island in the Caribbean too.
Oh, that's so cool. I have
Cruises
to
are like,
remember
ugh.
that.
You should go to
Cruises?
the Caribbean, but don't do a cruise. It's a waste of money. It's just a, because like
Yeah,
it's expensive and it's like you only get like 6 to 8 hours at
like
each
on
place and
land,
you have
right?
what?
You only get so much time on land, right? You're mainly on
Right,
the
no,
boat.
literally like 6 to 8 hours, so you can maybe do one excursion and sometimes I get
Yeah,
there at like 3 or 5 a.m. So it's like that's ticking down into your time. So that's
right.
silly. And so most of the time is on the boat and I get it like, oh, feed yourself with food, drinks, like okay,
Yeah.
great. But it's like then what? Like you don't really get to
No.
explore your destination. I guess I really like immersing myself into the culture. And so that's why I prefer like land tours, like let me just fly there on a plane. But I guess for some people they like the whole experience of a cruise, but I prefer like the actual destination.
Totally. And my fiance won't get on a cruise. He don't trust
He
it.
won't what?
He will not get on a cruise, like a boat
Why
cruise. He
not?
don't
Is he
trust
scared of
it.
it like sinking?
I don't, maybe, like, I think so. He doesn't trust
He doesn't
it.
want to go on a cruise. Trust me, you're really not missing out. I
Yeah,
promise.
so he's like, if we're on land, we can leave at any time. If we're on the cruise, we're like stuck in the middle
Oh
of
no,
the
you're stuck.
ocean on
Yeah.
a boat. Yeah. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's
Yeah.
part of him being like claustrophobic and stuff, also.
Oh, so he likes to have, and he probably likes to have control over like what he
Yeah.
like. Yeah, if you want to go, you can go. But on a cruise, you're still. And did you know that like on every cruise, one person dies?
Oh,
It's
shut
like a
up.
fact.
No.
No, I think you're never gonna want to go on a cruise. I
No,
mean,
never.
like, granted, it's not like a healthy person; they have health complications, but like, still, I'm
Okay.
like, I never knew that.
Noted.
Like, what? Obviously, they're not gonna advertise that, but I'm like, so all the times I've been on a cruise, I've been at a scene where someone died. Like, ugh, I don't like that.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so no, it will probably never go on a cruise again for sure.
Trust me. Oh, you've been on a cruise?
Yeah, I went when I was about maybe 12. My
Oh, wait,
aunt,
tell me
yeah.
about it.
Oh, we went to the Caribbean, like kind
Oh,
of,
nice. Did you
yeah.
like that?
I
What did you
loved
guys
it.
do?
Well, I was young, so my mom kind of did, sorted everything out for us. But we did
Mm-hmm.
this
Makes
one
sense.
excursion, and it was like going to, you did a canoe ride to like your lunch thing on the
Oh, that's
ocean.
so nice.
And me and my mom were the slowest fucking canoers. Like, they were like, are you kidding me?
Wait,
You're
that's so
so slow.
funny. Lunch is
They
gonna be
were like,
gone.
hurry up, please.
Oh my God, they're like, we're just at this point gonna like
They're
like
gonna leave
rope
us,
you onto
yes.
our canoe and canoe you along. No, that would be me. I would be low key like paddling it backwards or not even be going in the straight line, I
No,
feel.
we were having we were having the funnest time because we don't
Yeah,
care,
exactly. The people who are the
obviously.
slowest actually you get a good laugh.
And we were
That's what
laughing.
matters is that you had a better time than people who just sped there.
And my mom didn't know. She was so excited to like get to the beach, and it turned out to be a nude beach.
Oh no, she probably was not having that. Wait, so they didn't
She,
say that like when you booked the excursion?
no, I think it's called a European beach. So, so
Oh, so you
basically,
just
a
like
European
expected.
beach is a nude beach. So,
Oh, I
so,
didn't know that.
uh, so it was
12-year-old, you must
mainly.
have been.
I didn't care. I mean, my mom was a bit shell shocked, to say the least. But it
Hmm.
was mainly just women with their tops off. It wasn't,
Oh,
you
it was just.
know,
Oh, okay, that's not deep. Okay, I thought it was like women and men. Okay.
it was men too. But most of the
Oh,
men had,
okay.
like, kept their dangling in, like, a speedo type thing, or, like,
Okay, I was like, if they just like took off everything, that would
yeah,
be like, oh God. Some women would not be able to stop staring. But I mean, men, if women took off their top, probably didn't stop staring either. I'm assuming you kept everything on, right?
yes, and I was, like, again, 12 years old. I
Yeah, a
don't even
12-year-old
know.
isn't gonna engage in
I
that,
don't
exactly.
know if legally I was supposed to be on that beach, you know what I'm
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think so. But they probably don't care over there.
saying? But
That's so funny. I've never been to a nude beach.
yeah. So me and my mom have this lifelong story now, and it's just, like you can
Exactly.
laugh
Something
about
to
it.
always laugh back on. Oh
Yeah,
my God. Was it just you
and
and your mom? Wait, do you have siblings?
yes, I have two older brothers. One passed away when I was
Oh
9, and one,
my
yeah,
God.
one is 38 now. All my brothers were like a bit older than me.
Okay, so your brother didn't come on this cruise, I assume?
No, no, he didn't. No, he wasn't
He had just started college.
available. Mm,
Oh.
yeah,
Wow, so that's a funny memory for you and your mom.
yeah, and
So
like
really, seriously, talk about creating memories. You have a funny, funny story. 12-year-old you at a nude beach is
yeah,
crazy.
and guys in like banana hammocks. So like basically all that's covered is their Peter, and it's like
Mhm.
bouncing around as they walk.
Oh my God. And the longer it is, let me not go.
It was funny. It was the best,
Hey,
honestly.
it's like a cucumber.
Yeah,
That's
keep going.
so funny. Oh
No,
my
it
God.
wasn't that. It wasn't that big.
Oh, really? That's crazy. Yeah, I guess. Hey, size doesn't matter. Wait, have you ever ridden like a banana boat?
No, I
Oh, they're
mean,
so fun.
seriously, all your trips, I'm feeling like I haven't been anywhere hearing all the places. I'm like,
Oh,
damn,
I'm
this
so
girl
sorry. I
has
don't
got
mean to
it.
make it.
No, I'm so happy for you. Like
No,
I
thank you.
like
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm really fortunate to have been able to go on all these trips. Like I literally so many cool things. I meet so many cool people, which I absolutely love. But a
I love
banana boat,
that.
I really like. Parasailing, so fun.
And is that are you sitting or are you like kind of upright in the parasite? 'Cause
No, you're like sitting.
okay.
Yeah, you're sitting. I remember for some reason, I don't know. Like for some reason I don't know they put my thing right. Like I felt like secure, but I just felt like everyone else in my family was like, "Oh, it was so comfortable." I'm like, "What?" Like it was like going up my I don't want to say it, but like it was so
Well,
weird.
I know, but also you're kind of very tiny. So maybe
Yeah,
that
that's the
has
thing.
something to do with that. I know I
Mhm.
don't fit in a lot of rides. Like, I know you want to talk about Disney coming up. You went to Disney.
Yeah, we can definitely talk
So,
about that coming up.
yeah, I don't fit. First of all, I'm very petite in that I am like
Same.
4 feet 11 and a half. So I'm not even technically 5 feet.
You can
And
just round it up, but yeah, technically, yeah, when you
right.
are in these things, it's like nothing like fits over you or doesn't feel like sometimes
Yeah,
secure or
so
like
I
me
have a
too.
small frame on top of that. So yeah, I don't fit in a lot of places.
No, and because I
Or
really want to
feel
be
secure, you
no,
know?
because it doesn't probably yeah, even like with rides, sometimes the bar won't like properly, but like I really want to do like bungee jumping, but I'm too small for it.
My god, that's
I'm
scary.
like,
I don't know if I
no,
do
it seems
that.
so fun. Oh my God, when I went parasailing, my shoe flung off. So hard. So bad. Like, like, this can only happen to me.
That's okay. What kind of shoe was it? A flip
It was
flop?
like a sandal, but it had it went around my
A
heel,
strap?
so it wasn't
Yeah.
like open like where like my heel is. So that was so weird. Oh my God. And then on one ride, this was just like in my state, but it was like a
Uh
ride that goes like this. And I had like deep pockets. And I know they say take out your stuff, but it was just like my
huh.
wallet, deep in my pocket. And my wallet like flung out. And like this ride had like a floor like beneath you, like I don't know, like a silver like thing, not like a little platform. And I saw it on the platform like moving, shaking in the wind. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Once it stops, I'll get it. But then to my horror, it continues and continues, and I see it fling off to the side, and I never see that wallet again.
Oh no! I have a similar story. So
Oh my God, what?
I was at a carnival, and
Ooh,
it's
fun.
the ride where you go in a little booth for someone else, and it
Okay.
kind of conveys you like around in a circle, but you're flipping
Oh.
and turning the entire time, right?
Oh my God, yeah, those are crazy.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I had my purse on me,
Oh
but
my
I
God, you didn't take
didn't.
it off before?
No, well, I was with a friend, so I mean,
Mhm.
I couldn't, kind of take it with or set it anywhere.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize my purse was wide open.
No,
So
stop.
everything, so everything.
I'm sorry, that's not funny, but
It's so funny. Yes, it's funny.
it's so bad.
Everything is flying out, and even like
And
change.
there's nothing you can do. Oh my God, you just watch like as your mouth drops
And
and you're like
me and my friend are dying. We're laughing so
item
hard.
by item flies out.
And once we finally got off, the person running the machine was like, "Do you know everything was flying out of your little cart the entire time?" He's
It's
like,
like, how can
"No,
we
yeah."
not know?
And he was
Oh my,
funny.
but
He
you
was
were able to
fine with
collect
it.
everything after, right?
I think so, but literally I had like change.
Oh my God, all the
uh,
coins. Ah.
yeah. It
Coin
was
storm, I
like
guess. That's so funny.
it was a lesson to always zip my purse
Check.
up for sure.
Oh my God. Wait, was it like a zip purse or like a
Yeah.
snap butt?
You know those Coach like side satchel purses? They're kind of more squarish.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one of those, and it
Oh,
was
okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah, like kind
Wow.
of yeah. It wasn't a huge purse, but it was like it had stuff in it, and all that stuff went fine.
Oh my God, that's so bad, but so funny. I
It's so
literally
funny.
love that.
um, I want to talk about Disney though because I kind of want to take Addie when she's a little older.
You should take
So,
her. Oh my God. The first time I went was when I was 5, but I just went semi recently, like with my friend, no parents or anything.
Mhm.
That was so fun. Like traveling with like no like guardian. Mwah.
Yes.
But what do you want like to know specifically about it?
So, first of all, did you have to wait in line, or did you get, because of your disability, did you get to kind of take get the fast pass, or
Oh my God, about that. Oh, I have a
yeah?
whole thing.
Okay.
Okay, so when I was younger, like 5, and I went with my
Uh-huh.
parents, they had like whatever, like the flash pass, whatever. You get to skip the line or like most of the line and you wait like maybe 2 turns and it's too quick. But the way when
Mhm.
I went with my friend, that changed. They had like this weird thing, like where you could like book the ride at like a specific time, but there was
Okay.
no like lightning lane thing, and then you still had to wait in the like it was so weird. And so then you kind of just had to like stand around, or I guess you could go on other rides, but then you might be late. So you just had to like
Mhm.
book it, which was so weird. And then for one, I guess they like for one ride we had like booked it and we showed him and he's like, "Oh no, you didn't." And then another thing was like they said like I guess they did have like a lightning pass or something, but I don't know
Mhm.
if that was it was like really expensive or whatever. And for
Okay.
what one of the parks, it said, "Oh, lightning pass all day." And we were like, "Oh my God, finally about time. We don't have to do like this booking ride BS." And then like when you book it, it's like you have like 45 minutes to kill before you can ride. And so we rode like one ride and it was there wasn't even that long of a line, but we did like the lightning thing. And
Mhm.
then we go to the next ride. They're like they let us, we do it and we do. And then we go to the third ride and he creates a big deal. He's like, "Oh, this isn't a lightning pass. Like look, look, look." And we're like showing him like it says all day, all day. And we take it,
Yeah.
we go and we complain they have like these little like stalls set out through the park.
Yeah.
And all of them are like so like not understanding, and then we take it to customer service. They don't do anything, but like I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Disney's service is so bad. But yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know why it said all day when it literally only let us go on a couple rides, like.
Did
But
you
yeah, so
like?
you won't the pass you get for disabilities, like you just book the ride.
Oh, so it's not like a special wrist bracelet or anything like that. It's
Mm-mm.
like you have to go on your phone, book it,
Yeah, it's
something
an
like
app.
that. Okay.
Yeah, and you could be like, I don't remember any of the rides names, but say there's a ride called the Titan. You could be like,
Mhm.
okay, and then you could see like the nearest availability, and then it'll tell you, okay, 45 minutes or at 3:15, and then you
So,
just go.
do you want to be there like 10 minutes early, or do you want to get there right when they say? Or
I think we realized that getting there a couple minutes earlier, but then sometimes they're still not ready at that time. I don't know, it's kind of a wacky system. Um,
oh,
but
okay.
I would say just be there a couple minutes early, but then it kind of feels like low-key like you're wasting your time. Like the way like
Yeah.
there's an amusement park by my like it's like a local amusement park. I don't you probably have
Mhm.
something, but it's more like for the Midwest, but it's called like Six Flags, which is a bunch of roller coasters. And like I just have to present to them like um we have a friend that's a doctor, so he just wrote me a letter. I mean, I do have a disability, but he just wrote me a letter saying
Yeah.
I would be beneficial if I don't stand in lines. And I just showed them that, and then I got the Flash Pass, which is where you get to just skip the line, which I feel like is how Disney should have it. And that's a bigger park where you're already doing a lot of walking.
Right.
Like when we went to Disney, we had 20,000 plus steps every day.
Yeah, and I feel like Disney should be more accommodating. I
Right, that's
mean,
a
you
kid
spend
play.
so much money
It's
going
so
there.
expensive. Oh my God. And they say it's the most magical place on earth. Not really if you're not letting me enjoy it to the fullest.
I'm not getting magic. I'm getting pain here. Okay, give me a
Right.
fast
If you
pass.
want it, can you magically get rid of this, please? No, but it is so expensive. Never eat in the parks. Oh my God. It's so
Oh,
bad.
wait, I heard it's so good though. Is it that good or eh,
It is pretty good. Yeah, it's just very expensive.
expensive?
But
Did you
I do
have the
love
Dole
Disney.
Whip?
What?
Did you have the Dole Whip?
No. I missed
Oh,
so many of like the cool things. I have you ever been to Disney or are you just thinking of taking Addie?
no, I've never been there, but
I didn't
I
have
know.
that. People, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I know I really am going to want to take Andy. I don't know
Mm,
what time, like not what
maybe like
time, but like
5, because
what
that's when I
age.
went.
Yeah.
5 is really good. She can like talk to like all the princesses, get pictures with them. I don't know if she's into like princesses, is she?
Oh my God, yes, she
Oh,
loved it.
she'll love it when she's like 5 or something. Because you get
Yeah.
pictures, you can get them to sign it or whatever. It's yeah. When I was 5, it was like the coolest thing ever. And then with the whole like Mickey and stuff, you get pictures with them.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
she'll
I
love it. She'll love
yeah,
it.
no, she was a kid. And then it's really cool. I think it was Magic Kingdom. Don't quote me on that. But it's
Mm.
like if you have to stay there kind of late though. It's like 8 or 9 p.m. with like the castle, like it has like a full show with like fireworks. So that's really cool. I think she would definitely enjoy that, but you have to stay until closing for that, if I'm not
Have
mistaken.
you been to Universal?
Yes, I have been to Universal. I
Okay,
low-key
and
like Universal better. I've
I
been
heard
to
that.
the rides, I don't know. I mean, I guess Disney is more like kids oriented, and I
Mm.
went to Universal in 7th grade, so I haven't gone there in a long time, so I don't really remember too much. But I just remember that I enjoyed the ride. Oh no, then I did go in sophomore, junior too with family and friends, but that was the Cali one, which I think the Cali
Okay.
one is I think the Florida one's better, which is when I went when I was younger. But I just yeah,
Okay.
the rides are definitely better. So I think Addie would enjoy Disney more, but when she's
Okay.
older, um, I would. And Universal has a whole Harry Potter thing, so you would
I
enjoy that.
know. I was thinking about going and taking her now, anyways, because
You
all
should.
I really want to do is the Harry Potter thing. It's like, I mean, sure, we can check out other things, but that's
Right, but you're like
mainly,
make her a Harry
yeah,
Potter fan at a young age.
yeah. Like, I think it's mainly for me, but I think she'd enjoy it too. She
Yeah,
knows
and I
what
think you would
Harry
enjoy
Potter
it too.
is.
And you get to try like butter beer, which I didn't like at all. It's way too sweet. It tastes like
Hmm.
pure sugar, but you get to try that. It's pretty fun. You guys should definitely plan it, and that's just in Florida, or you can go to the California one. Florida's closer to you though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so and
Um,
the Florida one's actually nicer, which is kind of surprising. But I think you
um,
guys should definitely plan that.
do you want to talk about going through the airport? Because I
Yeah.
think I had issues with this too, so
Okay, do you want to start?
sure. So I checked one bag, and that was our biggest bag. I think it was like 48 pounds, something like that. And then
Yeah.
we all had one personal item and one um carry on. And so it was me, my fiance, and Eddie. So we had a ton of stuff, and we had a stroller. So again, we had priority boarding also, which helped. So we got on
Oh
kind of
yeah.
first. And Mike did mainly everything, so I'm not saying I had a hard time.
Aw.
But it is hard. Like, if I was doing it myself, it would be a struggle, for
It's so
sure.
wait, are you able to like like the overhead like bin or whatever they call it, where you put your
Uh-huh.
carry-on in? Are you able to put it? I can't lift it up like that and put it in.
No, especially because of my shoulder damage, it's hard for me
Oh,
to lift over
lift it
my.
up. And you're
If it
short
was,
too, so
yeah,
that doesn't help.
if it was like only maybe 10 pounds, I could do it like a book
Well, that's
bag.
still
I
good.
could do that, but like
Oh
my
wow,
carry
good.
on, I don't think I could. And
Mm-hmm.
if it was just me, I think it'd be fine. But say I went and traveled with my daughter, I think I would need some extra help. You know what I mean?
Which I feel like the flight attendants are normally pretty good about that. You could just be like, "Hey, could you just help me?" And throughout the airport, they do offer, I feel like, a lot of help. I feel like despite the airport being challenging, it's decently accessible in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. And then going through security, I got
Oh,
flagged.
wait,
Um,
why?
I don't know why. So I had to stand in this thing, and you had to put your feet in a certain position. You had to
I've
hold
been
your
there.
arm up like that. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and then I think I tripped or something, and they were like, "Oh no, come to the side or something." And I'm like,
Bruh,
"Okay."
you clearly see how I am. Like, give it a break.
Yeah, and then they rubbed this like paper on my hand, and they were
Yeah,
like,
they do
"Wait a
that.
minute." So I don't even know what that was for, honestly.
I don't know, but that it's so annoying. Did you have to like stand on like a step stool when you got flagged?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, I did, and she just gave up. She was like, "Okay, you can just stand here." It was so annoying. And my right hand didn't go like out all the way, and so then she was like, she had like the thing, and she kind of had to move around it. Yeah, getting
Yeah.
flagged was a pain.
I wonder why I got flagged though. Like, did they think I was on drugs or something?
That would be
Or
so
carrying?
weird. Did it beep when you walked through the metal
No, it
detector?
didn't. It didn't make a sound. I couldn't even go through it like the full length because I tripped or something. And they were
Oh,
like, "Oh no, no, you have to step over here." So it
that's so
didn't.
weird. It didn't even
Yeah,
beep. I guess if you
it
trip,
didn't
like,
beep. Yeah, it didn't beep. It didn't even turn red. It was green, and then they were like, "Oh no, 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 you've got to be over here."
bruh, if it's green, like, legally, I don't know if there's a legal regulation, but if it's green, that means go. Just because
Yeah,
you tripped, I don't know if they thought that was like sus, but like,
yeah,
what?
maybe.
No,
And
that's
then
so weird.
putting all our bins through that like security belt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had so much shit, we had baby shit, we had our shit,
Yeah, I'm
so
sure.
we took up so much time, and there was this couple behind us. They were so sweet, they helped us, they
Aw,
were like, "Don't
wait,
worry
that's
about
so
it.
nice.
So, I mean, once in a while you get people like that, and you're like, the
Where
world
you're like,
isn't such a bad place.
no, I love
Like,
when you just see like random strangers like give acts of kindness. It's like restores your hope because like otherwise some people are so rude. So that's why I always try being
yeah.
kind to anybody because it really can just uplift your mood a bit. Because I've had
Right,
people like, oh, go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like I've had people in security like I'll have like my backpack on my purse and like
Hmm.
so it takes me a little bit longer to like how you're saying, put your stuff up. And I've had like other people like they'll just stare at you or they'll like kind of like try pushing in front of you. So I'm glad that the couple behind you is so understanding.
Yeah, and we had the baby too, which kind of puts a little, butter on the biscuit,
Right. They're like,
You're
oh,
like,
she's so cute. How can you get mad at them? Because
oh.
she's so cute.
Make up for her, yes. And then on the flight home, they separated us because it was a
What?
full, yes. Even though we already had our seats together,
No way.
perfect.
You literally have the tickets. That's
Yes.
not what?
And I
Which
still don't
airline
get
was
it.
this?
American.
Oh my God, screw American.
So I was between two people. Of course, I had the
Uh,
middle
Not the
seat
middle seat.
because I was like, "Well, Mike, you should sit with Eddie just because you'd probably be able to help her more than I could.
Right.
Which ended
Understandable.
up being a terrible mistake.
Wait,
She
why?
was screaming, crying,
Oh
like
no.
half an hour. Like, before we landed, she was so tired. She was coughing. She was sick
Yeah, because
still.
she's still sick.
And yes, and it was terrible. And then, when they come and give you drinks and snacks and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able, I kind of felt embarrassed to grab the drink. I know I couldn't hold the like cup with ice or whatever. I was gonna ask for just the can, but I was like, I felt so embarrassed. I'm like, I'm not even gonna drink anything,
No,
you know?
I hate how you feel like yeah, you it's like you want to drink or you want to eat, but it's like you just get so embarrassed too, 'cause like
Yeah, and being in the middle, I was like, oh my god, I don't
yeah,
want to,
you barely get any room. You're like kind of just like
right.
stuck. Oh, I'm so sorry that you weren't able to drink. Yeah, I get that.
It's
Like yes,
okay. I'm
that's
used
so
to it, but yeah, it
unfortunate.
did suck. 'Cause
Yeah, I
it
guess
was,
that's just our way of life. Because even yesterday, like I had like this club meeting, and like they had like popcorn, but the bag was sealed, and have had the same brand of popcorn, and I'm sure I could do it, but I just didn't want to like take the chance that I couldn't, or look like funny opening, or like just spurt everywhere. So even though like I was craving popcorn and everyone else was eating it, and I could smell it, like I just still
yeah,
didn't even eat it the whole movie, and I was like, that's why once I came
no.
home, I made popcorn in my apartment. I was like.
I do that all the time. So, like, I feel like I didn't get a chance to get, like, a pop or popcorn or whatever candy bar, and then I get home and I, like, binge eat.
Yeah, you treat
Like,
yourself. You're like, oh, you deserve this. Why not just have
yeah,
double at this point?
that's so funny. I never heard anybody say that. Yeah, totally.
No,
Same.
yeah, I was like, so when you said that airplane thing, I'm like, wait, this literally is similar occurrence. Literally just happened to me yesterday, and it's literally the story of my life.
Yeah.
I have to feel like I have to hold back, even though we really shouldn't. But I get that. Do you have
um,
any other airport challenges or?
So I'm not a big flyer like you. I did want to ask you though. So like immigration through India and all those other countries you've been through, is there like any different thing they do that were more challenging or just different?
Just long like lines, and then some are like I can't remember which country specifically, but they're very like strict, like the way when you like you have to look, and then they like take like the pic to like verify like your
Oh
identity
yeah,
or
your
whatever. Do you know what
picture,
I'm
yeah.
talking about?
Mhm.
Yeah, so like positioning that right, I don't know. I just have trouble like positioning myself right. So in the more stricter places, it's like, ugh, like it takes a little
Yeah.
longer. And then one time, like I don't with immigrations, like you have to have your like thumb like I can't get it with the camera, but like this or like no like this and like put it up, but like my right hand like how it is, you see how it like all my
Right.
fingers like curve, like my fingers can go straight but my thumb like curves in, and so that
Mhm.
was like, and you had to put both thumbs simultaneously, so it's not like I could just do my left one and like then
Okay.
hold like my right one into it because you had to do both, and like so my since
Mhm.
my thumb curves in and all my fingers go straight in the head, straight ahead, I was achieving precisely the opposite what they wanted, instead of the thumb ahead
Yeah.
and the fingers curled in. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
literally the opposite. So they had to help me with that. We had to
What
hold my
country
hand.
was that? Do you remember?
I can't remember. I
Mm.
think it might have been Thailand.
Okay.
I think. Could be wrong. Maybe it's London. I don't remember. I know it was in
I
India because I've
think
gone there like 5,000 times, and I've only had this thumb problem once.
okay. I think I'd have a hard time just keeping still for that. Just holding my thumb there still for any amount of time. I
No,
think
I get
would
that.
be
Wait, with
hard.
both your hands?
Yeah, because I can't control the muscle movement,
Mm-hmm.
especially in my hand. It's super bad in my hand, so staying still is like not my strong suit for sure. So that'd
Yeah.
be hard for me.
Luckily, you didn't have to hold it long, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Ugh. Yeah, I feel like some of the stuff is not like friendly for us.
no, but we get through it, right?
Yeah, we get through it. Are you able to like lift your bags like off like baggage claim? Because like if it's a lighter bag, I can, but like the heavier bags, it's like moving and it's like yeah, I just
I mean, Yes, I could do it. It's gonna be hard, but yeah, I
Putting it
can.
on is low key harder for me than taking it off.
Yeah, this time around we had to, you have to like go downstairs to get to
Yeah.
customs or whatever off the plane. I had to carry a book bag and a carry on the escalator, and it scared the crap out of me. I
Oh
felt like
no.
yeah, it was
That's
hard.
scary. On an escalator, I barely do that. I normally have someone else do it when it's an
Yeah.
escalator.
I should just took the damn stairs because it scared the life out of me. I felt like I was
Wait, you
gonna
can
tip
do a bag,
over.
you can carry a bag with stairs like a suitcase or like a carry-on?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, I
wow, yeah,
could do
that's
it.
good. I can't.
I'm not saying
I
I
would
can do
rather do
it,
the
but
escalator, but my favorite choice would just be an
I
elevator.
don't. It's not like I can do it for a long time, but for like a short flight of stairs, yeah, I think I could do it.
Okay, and that you would have felt more safer, more
Secure,
comfortable
yeah,
with stairs.
definitely more
Interesting.
safe.
I get that because an escalator, oh my God, they're scary. One time
I
my
like
brothers,
don't. Uh-huh.
oh go ahead.
I don't even like them just being on them myself, let
Oh no,
alone
I don't
heavy
like them. They break
baggage.
all the time. They
Yeah.
they're just my brother one time his shoes were untied and my mom literally told him 2 seconds before we got on the escalator, tie your shoe. And he's like,
Yeah.
nah, it'll be fine. It's just we're going on the escalator. And what happens? He steps on the escalator, his shoe goes into that little thing, and like he gets like
uh,
pulled down.
uh,
Luckily, like he was okay, but like that was scary.
that's
So it's like you have to be
one of
very
my biggest
careful.
fears.
No, it's
Yeah.
so bad. I can't, ugh. And my grandma almost fell on one. I'm like, ugh, I don't know how much good they're doing.
Yeah, my mom fell down when we were
Oh
shopping. I was young. And then,
no.
I mean, she's the one that fell, the poor thing. But it scared me ever since, like, I hate those
Right.
things.
Even though it didn't happen to you, it happened to someone close to you. So you're like, oh God, I don't
And
want to
I'm
go
sure
on one.
it was because of her protecting me or something. She, like, got me out of the way, but yeah.
And then, yeah, she took the damage.
Yes.
Oh God. Yeah, I try avoiding
Um,
them.
have you had any strange reaction from people when traveling, whether rude, discriminatory, or
That's a
overly
hard one to
kind?
say.
I,
Yeah, I've had a lot. I mean, but you get it in America too. It's not just other
yeah.
places, to be honest. I do get on the daily, but I guess specifically with traveling, people obviously do stare. And
Mhm.
then people like one time, like this was in Vietnam. Like I love the people there. They're some of the sweetest people I've ever met. But
Mhm.
like this one lady, it was like a market, like a night
Mhm.
market, and they had this cute shirt, and it
Mhm.
wasn't expensive, and I really wanted it. It's like it was hanging like behind like, and I was like, oh, can I get that? And she's like, oh, it's not for sale. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I'm kind of looking around. And then what do I see? Someone else goes and buys it. So I mean, I'm just assuming she saw the way I walked, but I don't know what else it could have been, why she wouldn't sell me the
Oh,
shirt, because she didn't know me
that is
otherwise.
weird.
So I don't know if that was attributed to my CP, but like I don't know what other reason there would
Yeah.
be, because she didn't know me otherwise. And then I've just had people like help me when I don't need it. Like they'll see
Mhm.
me like walk or they'll like reach their like arm like behind my back to like almost give me support and I'm like, you see me walking, I don't need that. Or they'll be like, oh, do you need to sit? Do you need to sit? Which I mean I guess that's nice, but like I'm walking.
Yeah. People are usually super nice to me
Oh,
when I travel, so it's a blessing. But
that's
what
good.
I do notice is the people who are on vacation with me, they get like they don't want to deal with it. Like they don't want to wait for me. They don't want to be considerate because they feel like this is my vacation. I don't want to deal with that. So
Right. Or like I want to
I
get the most out of it,
yeah,
unfortunately.
and you can feel that even though they aren't saying anything, the looks they give and like the expressions, you can
Yeah,
tell like you feel like oh my god, I feel like
it
a
feels so bad.
nuisance, a bother, yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally
So
get that vibe because I know I'm like slowing people down. I know there's like activities like hiking or whatever that I can't do that they would like to do. Or even like with my friends here, they were like going ice skating, but I can't ice skate. So it's like you just feel bad that you're not like almost like you're taking away from like their enjoyment.
yeah,
Yeah.
um, but overall, super nice. People are usually super nice,
No, most people are
and
friendly.
they're in a better mood also because they're on vacation, so they're more likely to be helpful as
Right. Yeah, most
opposed to
tourists are
being
definitely
rude.
helpful.
Yeah,
And the most like local people are welcoming to foreigners as
yeah,
well. No, yeah, most people are kind. It just always like one-off experiences.
yeah. I'm trying to. I think one time a server even cut up my food for me, which
Wait,
was
that's so nice. Where was
yeah,
it?
it was so sweet. I was younger though. I was on a cruise with my mom to
That
the
same
Caribbean.
cruise?
Yeah, and I think they were all like Filipino, like the workers
Oh,
on the cruise. Not all of them, of
nice.
course, but like the majority. And they were just some of the nicest people.
Oh, no,
And it's
Asian
been
people are
like,
so welcoming, so
yeah,
friendly.
it's been like so many years, right? And I still remember that. That was a huge
Wow,
takeaway from that trip because they were just
that's
so
so
kind.
heartwarming.
Yes, that was so sweet.
No, I love that. That is so sweet. I've had like some like people, I guess not on cruises or while traveling, but like here, like the waitress recently asked me, "Oh, do you need me to help boxing that?" And I was like, "Wait, that's so sweet." And so
Oh
she
my
took, even
god,
though it was
that's
a restaurant where they boxed food, she boxed it for
yeah.
me.
Sometimes I ask them to do it, and
Same,
they're
if I'm not too embarrassed,
super
as you should.
kind.
I mean, you're paying for the service,
Yeah, and
right?
but it is nice when they just do it
Right. I'm
without
like, yeah, I don't
asking.
have to feel awkward asking. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, thank you. Yeah, that would be great. So then she did do it.
Advice we have for traveling with CB. I think you have more than I do, so you go first.
I just would say that like I would don't be a like if you enjoy traveling, I get if it's a thing you don't, but if you don't enjoy traveling and CP is the only reason holding you back, you're worried like that I don't know, like the people there won't be friendly or that you won't be able to do the activities or you'll just run into problems. Like please don't let that hold you back. Like you will find a way once you get there. And obviously some places are more accessible than others. So I
Hmm.
would you can like research like accessibility places, but always you can just always ask someone to help. I mean, most people are friendly and would be more than happy to, or you could always go. You don't have to go alone. You could go with a trusted companion who you know would be there for you, but I would just like I wouldn't like over obviously when you go to a place you want to like see and stuff, but I would say don't overdo it. Know your limits and
Yeah.
like so don't overbook your days. Just know what you can handle and you'll actually get more enjoyment that way even if you didn't get to do as much, but what you did get to do, you were able to thoroughly enjoy and it didn't feel like, ugh, I have to do that.
Yeah. And I would just add to that by saying start off small. If you,
Yeah,
excuse me,
definitely.
if you don't often go traveling, especially alone, just really start out with a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Maybe
like
something more local.
yes, like not Michelle, sorry. Like Sonia said, make sure you don't overbook yourself too. I know people want to fit a bunch of stuff in so they feel like they're missing out, but that takes away from your vacation and whole. You want to enjoy yourself.
Mhm.
And
Overworking
I
yourself can actually make you sick.
yeah, and stay away from sick people the whole
Yes,
week before
general tip.
you.
Wash your hands, be very careful.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't try not to get sick on your trip. Obviously, that's out of your
Don't
control,
do
but
what I do. Yeah, do the opposite of what I say, maybe.
there you go. Hey, there you go. Learn from your mistakes. Everyone can learn from it.
Yes. Um, and I would also say if you are going with someone else, make sure they're cool with helping you. Also,
Yeah.
like, someone you really trust. Obviously,
Uh-huh.
your parents are gonna be super helpful, but like, if you're going with a friend, make sure you know what their expectations are, what they want to do. You don't have to do everything with them, but you know, try to organize your time as best you can.
Yeah, adding on to that, I think it's really
Mhm.
important that whoever you're going with, that you communicate like your needs or where you might need help. That way they
Mhm.
understand, like, I don't depth this is not the right word, but like that way they know what they're getting into, so then it's not like kind of like they're thrown into it and they didn't realize, oh, you would need help with this and help with that. And I mean, you shouldn't feel bad for needing help, but it's just more, it's better if you just inform them of that. That way you can get
Yeah.
on the same page, book the excursions around that to your ability. Because, like, yeah, I went to my friend with Mexico and snorkeling, like, is not very, like, I mean, I can't breathe like with my mouth anyway, and I know some able-bodied people can't either, but I just told her like, "Hey, if you want to do it, feel free to." But she didn't even doesn't really even enjoy it either. But yeah, if you just say,
Mhm.
don't be afraid, don't like say you can do something you can, because that's definitely gonna backfire on you.
Yeah. Um. I don't know, we covered so much stuff. What do you think?
What?
We covered so much stuff. Do you think
Yeah, we
we
did.
have
Wait,
any
how
more?
long is it?
An hour and a half?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's okay. I feel like, I don't know. I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
it's a
There's not
good
much to
start.
cut either. Wow, we just
No.
talked away.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to say, what is your favorite place you went to so far?
Oh, I don't know. I loved every place for different reasons. I've been to so many different places. I guess nothing can hit like your home country, so maybe India, and I've been like all over it. But I don't know. I wouldn't say there's really been a place that I didn't really like. Obviously, I like some places more than others, but I just love everything.
Before we go, I have another quick question. So you're like not from India, but your family's from India, correct?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you're
I was
pretty
informed there.
comfortable there and everything.
Yeah,
Do
I
like
really liked it there actually. I
say
love the.
I would sorry, I'm
No, you go
cutting
ahead.
you off.
Go ahead.
Say I went to India with you. Is there any like cultural thing that I would have to watch out for or like be careful of what they say or wearing shoes or something like that?
Um, well, the good thing there is that everybody speaks English. It's not like other countries where there's going to be a language gap. So that's one really good
Okay.
thing is that there won't be, except if you try buying stuff at like not like a mall, but like a local shop. If you speak in
Uh-huh.
English, they will charge you more. But but everybody knows English, so that's really, as far as like cultural things. I'm trying to think. We don't wear shoes in the house, so if you went to like people's
Right.
houses, take off your shoes. Um, I think it's gonna be a really big culture shock, like especially if you go like to the bigger cities like Bombay, like it's really like chaotic, like the streets, the driving. So I don't think there's anything that you would have to be aware of, but like some people, it's like the public transport there, like the trains can be a bit crazy with like some guys being a little creepy, but so that's something to be wary of. I don't really like taking the trains there though. But I think it would be more of a culture shock to you if you went there. I don't
Okay.
necessarily,
Yeah.
I can't think of anything on the spot where it's like you would have to really like adapt or something. It's just a way different way of living. But like
Okay.
everything comes to you. Like there, they have like servants for everything. It's like you can get like your nails done at the house, like a massage. They come to your home. You have a
Whoa.
driver.
Wow. That is
You
so
don't have to do
like,
the dishes. You don't have to do your laundry.
oh my
You have to
goodness.
cook.
Jeez. Sign me up.
Right, I'm like, I low key might retire there.
Yeah. Do your parents have like a house in India or
No,
anything
we
like
we stay
that?
at families, like my mom's house, and then we visit family, but they don't own like a house there.
Oh, so your grandma lives in India still? Your
Yeah, she
grandparents?
totally lived in there with like my cousins and my uncle and all of them. So whenever we go, we do stay with them. Which I think, oh,
Um,
something that you would have to get used to is in these houses, like a lot of people, like there'll be like five people sleeping in the same room.
oh wow.
So that's
How
something
do
that you
you
would,
like that?
what?
Do you mind it? Or are you
I
used
guess,
to
I mean,
it?
when it's like with family, cousins, and it's not for a long time, I don't mind it. I couldn't imagine personally. Like, well, I guess it depends, like, because normally you live like with your whole family, so it's a lot of people living together.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't like, I don't like, since I'm only there for a short-ish time, I don't really mind. But like living wise, I really do like how I have my own room here.
Yeah, space. Yeah.
Hmm. But to travel, I don't mind like sharing
Okay.
like a space.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up now, right?
Yeah, I think we're
You want
good.
to? Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Please like and follow. If you ever want to contact us, you can find us at themoxypod@gmail.com. We are always welcome to suggestions and thoughts and ideas.
Yeah, and please, like, we would love to do a Q&A, so please.
Yes, we're still looking for a Q&A. They're cute
Right,
for
we're
sure.
slowly gathering some, but please drop it down in the
Yes.
comments, or if you have like anonymous, like, say you like a struggle or something, you can just DM us, and we're not gonna put your name in the video.
I was wondering if we do a WhatsApp, can that be anonymous? If
Wait,
we set
WhatsApp?
up
How would we do
a
that? There's like a
WhatsApp?
WhatsApp CP group chat or what?
No, like downloading WhatsApp and people can anonymously send us messages
It's a
because
bit,
I,
yeah, if they don't have their name attached to it, like for my WhatsApp, I have my name. Otherwise, yeah, I will just have their number.
oh, maybe that won't work, but we'll figure it
Yeah.
out
I think the
somehow. Cause
only
I,
way, I don't know if there's on like, I think Instagram you can have like a story setting to where that it might you can submit something and it's anonymous, but I don't know if that is. But like we won't judge, but we won't put like your name
yeah,
in the video
I
if you
mean,
share something personal.
I know. I feel like that's the reason why people aren't sending it because it's not anonymous. So
Right,
maybe we'll
that
figure out a way that you can.
we
And
need to
once
see if
we
on
do,
Instagram you can. I don't know.
either
'Cause
way,
the way
once
I
we
did it, I
do,
had someone answer and I could see their user tag.
yeah. Either way, we'll figure it out. If we get that, we'll tell it to you guys
Yeah,
and
so
let
please
you
help
know.
us. And just
Yeah.
any suggestions for what videos you or episodes you guys want to see, because we want to actually make content that you guys are gonna enjoy and get
Yes.
something out of.
Yeah. Even if it's funny or wacky or just doesn't even deal with CP. I mean,
Yeah,
we want to do anything.
anything.
And
Yeah, like anything you would like us to talk about. I'm open
yes,
to like anything. We're trying to be as open as a book as possible. Flip through all the
yes.
pages.
And you can catch me on Discord, the CP Discord. I'm always willing to have a conversation. And we just want to say thank you for watching. We love doing this for you guys and for ourselves.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to say, Sonia?
No, I just want to thank you guys who watch and support us. And yeah, just please don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, just thank you so much. Always, yeah, like Sarah said, you reach out to us. Like our DMs are always open if you have like no one to talk to or something, or you just want like a neutral listening ear. Like we are here.
100%. Alright, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye, Sonia.
Bye.